Well, let me just start off. I was homeless at first. With
Okay,
2 kids.
where were you homeless? What city?
In San Francisco. And
So you were living on the street in San Francisco.
yeah, and my kids used to go to my mom's house because she had a place. So, and then
Was her place in San Francisco?
she lived at the Rose at the time.
Are you from San Francisco
Yes,
originally?
I'm originally from San Francisco.
Okay.
So, my mom. Hold on 1 second. Let me
Sure.
just kind of get them out the way.
So, go ahead. You're from San Francisco.
I'm from San Francisco.
What part of San Francisco?
Hunter's Bay Area,
Okay.
Bayview.
Bayview?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I was homeless, and then my mom helped me move into the Senator, which is community housing partnership property. Yeah. So I stayed there for like 8 years
In the Senator.
at the Senator. Then I had more kids, because at the time I only had 2. I had more kids, so I had to move out of there because I was over the capacity. So, I was looking, searching or whatever for housing, end up getting offered to Treasure Island.
Do
Thank
you remember the year?
It was 2007
7.
that I got this.
May I
So-
ask you this? How many years were you unhoused?
I was unhoused for only a year or 2.
Okay.
I kind of moved quick because I knew my mom was helping me out, trying to find me a place. So I got offered here, and I got a Section 8 letter to get my voucher for Santa Clara. So I was battling with that because, mind you, I don't have a car. At the time, I had a church home, and I didn't want to leave my church family. So I chose Treasure Island because I thought it was family friendly. My kids get to come out and play, especially coming from the Tenderloin where the streets is all, everything is everywhere. The kids don't have nowhere to play. So I was like, yes, we get somewhere close and family friendly. Didn't know that I was coming out here for a death trap.
Nobody told you that the island was radioactive.
No. I knew it was a Navy base back in the day and all that, but I didn't know it was that much going on out here.
When did it start to dawn on you? What year? How recently?
I think when everybody the radiation started coming up out here. Then that's when I started paying attention. Then, no, probably before that, because I was tripping off of my daughter getting this rash. And I was like, well, what is this? Is it the water? What's in the water? And then I started noticing that me and my daughter was always sick, having asthma attacks. And I'm like, what is going on? Then the radiation came up. First I was like, don't pay it no mind. But then I was like, no, I need to stick on and hear what everybody's talking about. So I used to sit around and, listen to all the feedback from the meetings because I had young kids, so I was in the house all the time. So I started listening to what other people were saying and thinking about my symptoms that me and my kids were going through. And then I started, paying attention a little bit more, like what is really going on out here. I came from nothing to having a little bit of something and being at a place that people was getting carried out, dying every month, to come out here to let them kill me and my kids. I'm all my kids have. I'm their biggest support. I'm their everything. I'm their strength. They're my strength. And for I to have to come out here and everything go downhill, I'll be fatigued all the time. My son, bloody nose, headaches, and I'm like, my daughter with this rash on her skin, my other daughter just having attacks, I'm having attacks, so it kind of made me look at things, and now I just feel like it's a death trap.
So you started noticing all of these physical things that were happening to your kids before they started talking about the radiation. You were noticing all that stuff.
Because they started showing symptoms before.
Okay, can you list for me the children from the oldest to the youngest, their names, their ages, and what symptoms they were having. Can you do that?
Well, Davion, he's my son. He's 18. He was having a lot of headaches, a lot of bloody nose.
This was like 3 years ago, so he would have been like about 15 then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then my 15-year-old, she was having a lot of rash here.
What's her name?
Jasmine, and she's 15. And she was having a rash all on her top skin where it was crawling up her neck. My 12-year-old,
Name?
her name is Jada. She didn't really, well, she was born with a hernia. And at 7 we had it, the surgery and stuff. But she still has pain symptoms. I don't know why. Can't figure it out. Maybe she does too much. Maybe, I don't know.
She wasn't born on the island.
She was here.
She was born on the island.
When we came here, she was like 3.
Okay, so she
4.
was not born on the island.
She wasn't born on the island.
So she was born with this hernia.
Yeah, she was born with the hernia in 2001.
It sounds like in 2001. It sounds like you're saying she has physical effects from the hernia that surprise you.
Matter of fact, the year we moved out here is the same year she got the surgery. 2007. She got it done.
Okay.
And then, we're still dealing with that. She got to go see a specialist for her so we can see what's going on.
So you think moving to the island had something to do with the reason she had to have the hernia surgery?
No, I don't think. No.
No, it's just coincidental.
But it can enhance it. It can. Who knows? The water ain't good out here. Who knows what goes on? I don't know. That's why I'm sending her to a specialist now.
Now, who's next in line?
And then the next one is Alicia.
And her age?
She's 8.
Okay.
That's my child that has asthma.
Okay.
That's my child when she gets sick, she can't even come outside.
This is the child who just came out
Yes.
and kind of introduced herself, that gorgeous little girl.
She cannot, it's so bad where to the point 1 year of school, she really wasn't at school. She was at home sick, asthma attack. Every month it was just something with her. To the point I was just like, look, we going to have to figure something out. I'm going to need something at home, So that's when we got the machine for the asthma. Okay, we've been dealing with that.
So who's next in line?
And then it's Nevaeh. Nevaeh doesn't show any signs of anything yet. But she was born
on the island?
Out here. That when I was out here, when I was pregnant, it was 09. I had her April 14, 09. Mind you, with her, from 6 months, I was in labor. When I was 6 months pregnant, they couldn't figure out why I was in labor. They kept saying it was Braxton Hicks, and I'm like, no. This is my 5th child. I think I know how and when it's time to go. So I kept going back and forth to the hospital, back and forth to the emergency, and they was like, no, you're fine. So at 32 weeks, I had my daughter because I couldn't hold her no more because I was having too many regular contractions. Till this day, we don't know why that was going in labor so early. I can't figure it out.
She looks pretty healthy now.
Yeah, but she's a healthy baby. Mind you, she was born a preemie. So it came out well, lungs well, everything well. So I'm glad and happy for that. Mm-hmm. But it's been a struggle for us out here. Like I said, I just feel like it's a death trap.
Mm-hmm. So, and you're also obviously worried for the future, for what might come up down the line. And
when that radiation stuff started getting on the news, and my kids started seeing it, my kids started getting scared. They didn't even want to stay out here. They begging me, Mom, let's move from out here. But I don't have no income like that just to pick up and move out. Sure. I'm on a fixed income. So I'm telling my kids, and it's hard for me to tell them that we got to sit here and we got to stay until we able to move on. I don't know what else to do, But it's my kids are scared. They rather be gone. They rather be homeless than to be here.
How do you feel about that now? Would you rather be homeless than
I'd
here?
rather be homeless than to be here. I wish I would have took my Section 8 voucher instead of taking this. If I would have knew all that I know today, I wouldn't, back then, I wouldn't have moved out
You
here.
wouldn't have come.
I would have stayed, I would have got my Section 8 voucher and moved to Santa Clara, somewhere. I wouldn't have moved here. So I'm just, at this point, I'm just like, I'm trying to deal with it, but I can't deal with it. How can I deal with something that's this dangerous, towards everybody? I don't wish this on my worst enemy. Mind you, I have a dance team, and some of my kids was coming across the bay, across here, and their families started getting scared for their kids to come out here because the radiation was everywhere on TV. So it broke my dance team down to 5 girls when I had 12. So it's just...
Are you doing the dance team now?
I'm still doing the dance team, but we haven't had any anything to perform to yet, no shows. So we just been kind of playing it little by little here and there,
But you're keeping on doing it. You're not stopping the thing you love to do.
No, I'm not going to stop it. We're going to keep doing it because the kids in the neighborhood like it. So I'm not going to stop it. It's a good thing. Keep them out of trouble. Give them time if they need to open up and they need to talk to somebody. I'm there for them and they know that. So I'm not going to stop that. That's something that I want to continue on doing because that's always something that was part of my dream, is to be a big sister to a whole bunch of girls that's in trouble. Because I was one of them girls that needed somebody to, to mentor. So I'm there for, all the girls. If they need me, they know they could come talk to me about anything, and it just stay between us. And I try to guide them the best way I can, and pray that they make the right choice, So I'm not going to stop that. That's my dream. That's my business.
That's great. That's great. I'm not. Did you grow up in... I'm getting close to you because the wind is coming up here.
That's okay.
Did you grow up in the Bayview?
Yeah. Hunters Point. Yep.
Yeah. That's the paper I write for. The San Francisco Bayview newspaper.
Oh, okay.
That paper is read all over the world.
Yes, it is.
I'm very proud of writing for that paper. So I'm going to write about you and put that story in the paper, and I need your permission to do that. I'm assuming that is okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. And so is there anything else that you want people to know that we should tell people?
Don't move to Treasure Island. It's a death trap.
Do you feel they had a responsibility to tell you about this before you moved?
Yes, they should have.
Do you think they knew?
Yeah, they know.
Why do you think they knew?
Because this is their land. Of course they know. They know everything that goes on out here without us. I mean, we don't have to know anything.
Who's they?
Federal. Whoever runs this land out here. They know what's going on. The Navy know what's going on out here. But they trying to play it like we're stupid. But we're not. We're not dumb. You can't just give us a whole bunch of candy and think we're going to dig our hand in a bowl. No, we're not. We're going to look at it. We're going to study it. We're going to make sure you didn't do anything to it. So,
Do you go to the Navy meetings?
No.
Why not?
I mean, I do and then I don't. It depends on what I'm doing because my son plays sports. He's a football player and he plays basketball. And at the time, sometimes my kids run track. My kids are active. So
you're an active mother.
Yes.
You have a lot of responsibility, and you can't go to all those meetings all the time. Okay. So, is there anything else you want people to know?
No, just don't move out here. That's it. Don't move out here.